Morning, boys and girls. I guess I'm your new favorite person today because everyone fucking lost yesterday. Everyone except for the Giants. I'm not even going to go through this thing here and do anything. Whoever asked about GM1, dude, even if you're new, sorry, but GM1 even sounds like Game 1. GM, M, G, G, G. It could be G or J, G, M, G, M, 1, Game 1. It's Game 1, bro. Just fucking with you, man. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of shit I don't know in this world, too. So, yeah, so these parlays, wow, what a rough day, rough week. I realized something, though. Quick story. A long time ago, I was doing personal training, as I told you guys before. And my closing rate when I first started was like 33%. I was just 22 years old, getting my feet wet. I was doing sales, not personal training sales. And I was top I think top 3 out of 30,000 reps in the first 3 months that I started. And my boss was like, I said, is that good? He goes, it's exceptional. I'm like, all right. So I picked the right career, right? 22 years old, and let's hit it. So time went by, and I got better. I honed my skills. I studied. I read things. I did seminars. I did everything I could possibly do and find to learn how to get better. And that's how I know with Gematria, it's going to get better. When I first started, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I'm like, yeah, I was just all over the place. Now it's getting better. However, at one point, I hit this slump. I've hit slumps before, but not this bad. Slump for me would be like, talk to, outside of 10 people, maybe sell like, 2 or 3. Because eventually I got up to the point where I was selling 60%, 70%. 80%, almost 90% close rate at times. Sometimes I'd go 5 for 5, miss 2 or 3, and go 3 for 3, and then go 6 for 6, or go 4 for 5. I mean, I was a selling machine at one point. So average is about 60-80% closing rate, either by phone, by internet, or in person combined. I was killing it. I had so many leads coming out my ass, didn't know what to do with them. My website was churning, 10, 20, 30 leads a month. The phone's ringing, sending emails. It was crazy, right? So at one point, I met this guy in Arizona. I can't remember his name, but I'll think of it as we go by, but hopefully I will. And I was like, hit this slump. I'm like, talk to 5 people, nothing. 10 people, nothing. 15 people, not selling anything. At that point, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm a creature of habit. I get up, eat the same foods every day. I have my coffee or my tea. I got my little notepad. I wake up. I'm so regimented sometimes it's disgusting. I wake up. I come down. I put the date today, the time, everything, right? I get my system set up. I do everything just in order, kind of organized, but I'm not organized. I'm a little sloppy, but I said, man, I can't sell shit, dude. I said, what's going on? He's like, oh, yeah. He goes, it's Mercury retrograde. I'm like, what the hell is that? And he said Mercury retrograde is something like the planets or something just, they don't align properly or something like that. I'm like, okay, dude. In fact, I'm going to pull it up here just so we can get so you guys get an idea what the hell I'm talking about. It sounds freaky, but Metro retrograde. Oh, now he calls me back. Huh. What a dick. Here, watch this. This is a loving friend. Ready? Then I'm going to hang up on him. Hey, dickhead, good morning.
What's up, vagina?
Vagina?
Vagina? Is that your new name, vagina? Well, my name is Penis.
I thought yours
What's your name?
I thought yours was ass liquor. It's not ass liquor anymore?
Oh, shit.
Hey, you're live on my video right now.
What's that?
I pulled you up on the phone. You're live on the video right now. How's that?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, he's ready. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to call you right back.
Yeah, right.
Bye. All right, so Mercury retrograde 2021. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Whoops. Damn it. Actually put let's go. Let's do that. So the first mark, what it means is basically during these times, you don't make any decisions. It says how will Mercury retrograde affect you? It includes botched schedules, unexpected timing delays, misunderstandings galore. Facts can easily get twisted during Mercury retrograde period because, especially and given that Mercury will be squaring off with illusionist planet Neptune, causing hasty thoughts and more confusion. It started. There's 3 times a year, January 30th through February 20, which I don't know if you guys remember. Back around that time, it was real sketchy. I don't remember the exact times, but and then May 29th to June 22nd. So remember, a couple weeks ago, things have been kind of wacky, right? September 27th to October 17th. So during this time, like this kid told me, he's like, "You're not going to sell anything right now." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? You're not going to tell me that Mercury retrograde is going to hold me back from selling." He goes, "Think what you want." I'm like, "Okay." I went back out there, started trying to sell. Man, I was throwing shit off the wall, off the floor, because I was throwing my pencil down. I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde. The day it stopped, the next day, bam, I sold like 3 in a row. I was like, holy shit. And every time, I don't pay attention to that time of year because I don't want it to. I think a lot of things in life, if what your perception is your reality. So if you believe that type of thing, you're going to get that type of thing. What you think, you become, right? So I try not to let it affect me, but I think during these times, because astrology, gematria, geometry, spirituality, sports, all this stuff, if it's all tied together, that makes perfect sense. And I read some astrology the other day trying to learn it. Mercury and Jupiter are kind of like, they're clashing, they're reflections of each other. They fight one another for some reason, for like if they're going like this in the circle, they fight for dominance somehow. That's just what I'm hearing so far. So I'm going to say, if you're betting the next so many weeks, I'm going to hold off for a while. I'm going to keep posting my games, but don't expect a lot of wins. So please don't bet a lot of money. Parlays, yeah. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do what I did a few weeks ago and a couple days ago. I'm going to flip everything. Whatever game you think's going to win, flip it. Right? So here's what I can tell you. Yesterday, I did every single game. I was doing some testing. Here, I'll show you. Just so you know, I'm not bullshitting you. There are a lot of bullshitters out there. There you go. Look, all the games. All the codes. The ends, primes, tries, fibs, everything. Mercury. Colors of teams. That tanked all the way down. Don't believe that. I mean, everything I could possibly think of, right? I only won out of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No, I'm sorry. So 17 games. I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Right? Okay. So 5 divided by 17 is 29%. Let's flip it around. 12 divided by 17. 70%. There we go. You know, if it was a team that I said like the Marlins are 19 DN, they're going to stay on 19 or a prime and they're going to lose, they fucking won. Or the Tigers on a win, they won on a DN. But then everyone was flipped around back and forth. So I'm like, all right, well, when they talk about flipping the script, we're going to flip the script. However, just don't put many bets out there. We still got our parlays, our futures, because those are I think maybe it's the day-to-day games that are kind of flipped like that. The futures seem like they're okay. I know we've had some shitty things, but what I posted as far as soccer, keep them. Parlays, we'll do some parlays. Do like $2, $3, $5 at the max, maybe 1, 2 a day, or split them up. Do dollar ones. We have from 12 more days? No, 22nd. What is that? Can't add right now. My brain's not functioning. Can you believe that shit? 22 minus 8. 14 days. We got 14 days, 2 weeks to get through this crap. Whatever you do in life, be very cautious of talking to your wife about things, decisions, major decisions. Maybe tell her, hey, we need to start thinking about this, but don't tell her, like, We need to talk about it now because it might be a big fucking argument. I know people on other forums are saying that they broke up with their girlfriend. They know wives and husbands are breaking up because they can't agree on stuff. I recently broke up with someone a few months back during the January time. I look back in the dates, and that's when it happened. We couldn't see eye to eye on anything. So, don't buy a house, don't get a mortgage, don't buy a car, don't negotiate things. Just chill. It's only 14 days. Relax, have fun, but keep track. You know what I mean? Like, keep track of like everything you're doing. Keep track of what we're winning and losing on. But we're gonna flip everything today. Don't bet the regular games, but do a couple parlays. I'll put some parlays up again. We've been doing pretty good, but I guess these parlays here are a disaster. It was like first game out. First game, I think the Twins won, Rangers out. Twins won, Tigers lost, out. Brewers lost, out. It was first game and it was done. I was like, all right, well, that day sucked. So that's all I got for today, guys. We got a few new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Everyone, you guys are hanging in there. Keep fighting the fight, man. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep learning. We got to keep doing all this stuff. Tampa Bay won last night on some pretty good numbers. The one thing I don't understand about futures, because I'm not doing enough of it yet, is how do you get to a point where you've learned this stuff so much and you miss so much? I'm not specifically calling anybody out. I'm just saying these guys are doing the futures. They're typically pretty good. It seems to be not so good right now. So maybe it's the time of the year. I don't know. Some of these guys are predicted a lot of good stuff. They're taking a lot of shit from a lot of people. So don't be that guy. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a jag-off, as they say in Pittsburgh. Hey, don't be a jag-off. Okay? Relax, chill, be polite to people, be nice to people. What you perceive in this world is your reality. If you're nice to people, it comes back to you. Treat people with respect, and you'll get respect. If you don't do that, you will not be respected. The universe is always, always listening and watching what you do. I'm telling you. I told you the other day that girl I know about started a new job from teaching 40 years to go into IT. Man, she's like, I hope I get some projects. The next day, I got like 20 projects to do. I'm like, careful. Remember the phrase, careful what you ask for. How many times someone said that to you? Oh, man, I wish this and that. Careful what you ask for. I'm telling you, it works, dude. It works. It works. It works. You just have to keep doing it. It won't come in your time frame, but it will come. You got to be patient. I know some of you younger guys were brought up in a different era. My father, he would have been 100 years old this year. And like I said, life was different back then. I learned a lot. Life was simple, but you waited for what you wanted. You saved your money. Now it's like, I want this. I'm going to Amazon, use my credit card. My dad never had a credit card. Imagine not having a credit card for 96 years. No, I'm sorry. I think he got one. He was like 85, but he never used it. He's like, I know, I don't need one. It's just, I don't even know why I got it. And he never sent. He sent one email because my mom made him do it. Hey, so he comes send emails. I don't want to send. I don't want to do no email. I'm not doing no damn email. What am I going to do an email for? I'll just call people on the phone. He actually went up and hit the button. Dude, that was a sent email. So we take a lot of things in life for granted. I'm not saying you do particularly. I'm not pointing anybody out. I'm just saying that put some thought into some shit. Do some critical thinking. I listen to a guy. You guys want to learn about thinking? Read the book Think and Grow Rich. It's a PDF. Pull it up online. Just type in Think and Grow Rich, free PDF. Download that thing. Read it 10 times. Read a couple pages here and there every day. You'd be surprised what you learn in that book. I've read it a couple times, back and forth, upside down, listen to it. Or listen to Bob Proctor about thinking. Most people, when they think, they go, I had a thought, therefore I'm thinking. No, it's just a thought. A thought's different than thinking. Thinking means, okay, so the Pirates lost, and I did these freaking codes. And the codes come out to where Pirates had a lot of here's an example. The Pirates had a huge leverage yesterday to win. Huge. It was, let me see. I tried to go color the team. The Braves, they were going to stay on 17 wins. They were going to do all this different stuff from the codes. They won like 14-4. It was 4-3 in the sixth inning. I was watching it at the gym. I'm like, all right, Pirates still in it. Don't get nervous because 1 point's not going to matter. They got hammered, bro. Hope all this makes sense to you. I'm going to keep telling you guys about this more and more, psychology of things, because I'm learning so much. I've learned a lot in personal training in my life. I studied a ton of psychology, but I've not studied astrology. So it's a new turning point in my life. It's a new venture. I'm having a blast doing this stuff. Win or lose, I don't give a fuck. You guys, some people don't know me too well. I don't quit. I will dig and dig and dig and dig till I figure it out. I can't tell how many things I've figured out in my life. In fact, Solar City, I worked there a couple years. They went under. At one point, 1 month only, I was the number one sales rep in the world in solar. Again, the number one sales rep in the world in solar, because they were the biggest solar company. It means I was the best person in the world. Cool stuff? Yeah. Am I bragging? Damn right I am, because I succeeded in something. I knew nothing about solar. Now, we had a phone system. There was a tier system. It went from 1 to 8. If you sold, you stay in tier 1. You don't sell, you drop down till you sell. You keep getting leads, you don't sell, you drop down more. When you get down that 8th tier, you're fucked. I've seen super good salespeople get fired because they go a whole month and got 3 phone calls. You know how many calls I got a day? Unlimited. Why? Because I learned the system. I didn't learn, not only did I learn the job, but I learned the system of the phone. How does it work? I sat there, a little notebook like this, got a little notebook, like a little pad thing, and I sat there and went, okay, if I got to get 20% or more to sell, and I sold 1 out of 3 today, I'm at 33%. If I got a few more phone calls the next day and didn't sell, I wouldn't take any more calls. Why? Because I'll get buried. It's called a ring queue. That's what it was, a ring queue. I got buried in the queue, as they say. So I kept track of that stuff. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it reset itself. So if you had 1 out of 3 sales on Monday, Tuesday rolled around, take a lot of calls. If you get 1 more, you're still in the queue. If you didn't, Wednesday, don't take too many calls. So at one point, I got so far deep in that queue, it would take 39 phone calls for me to fall from that first level down to 2. So think of it this way. 1, the phone will just keep ringing all day long because you're first in the queue. You're the top sales guy for that day, whatever. They'll feed you. They spend over $1 million in leads a month. So if you're not selling, they ain't giving you leads. If you're selling, more. Keep going. There's days I sold 5, 6 a day. They're like, holy shit, how'd you do that? I'm like, I learn your trade, man. It's just that simple. So this is my new work. I'm not sure this is my life work, but a couple years back, someone goes, well, if you're not doing training, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. I don't. Got into day trading, something I love to do. I'm doing really well. I'm going to get a funded account in a few months. It means they're going to pay. They're going to give me a couple thousand, five-figure accounts to do like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to play with their money. It's good stuff. Up to $1 million. A year from now, I might have an account that's a $100,000 account that they're going to give to me to use because they trust me because I'm making them money. I'm making myself money. We've got to split the money, but that's okay because it ain't my money, bro. OPM, other people's money. OPM. Now, in this part with the betting, it's our money. If I could find someone to leverage some money and give me a couple, like a 10 grand, wow, we'd have fun. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Remember, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Later.